Hey everyone, it's Hayes, and in today's video we're going to be discussing some theories I have about episode 15 of Miraculous Ladybug season 5, Intuition. But before I start, I haven't read the show Bible or seen any of the leaks, so if you already know what happens that's wonderful, but I don't want to know. As much as I enjoy making theory videos and speculating about the show, I don't want to know until I see the episode actually air, so if you already know, I'd appreciate it if you didn't comment it down below. Thank you very much. So let's start by rereading the synopsis. When Monarch Daddy is presented with an unexpected opportunity for a real second chance, he will do anything to take it, even if it's his last chance to take the miraculous. So Gabriel Babes is obviously getting more desperate. As we see from the trailer, he is in pain, and while I'm not sure what the end result from this cataclysm will be, it's definitely not looking good, Chief. So he's trying to spend more time with Adrian, and while I would argue out of all 5 seasons, this is the one where Gabriel Babes has been, the best dad so far in comparison to the rest of them. Obviously not the best dad on the planet, just seemingly the best dad Gabriel is capable of actually being. However, Adrian, it's kind of too late for him. He's kind of moved on already. But, what did Gabriel Babes expect when he's been, ignoring Adrian for, a year or more now? I don't know.
What did you expect?
So, Gabriel Babes, attention hungry, goes down to the murder basement, but when his wife also ignores him, if she ever wakes up, she is going to be so angry. I do not want to be there for that conversation. So Emily obviously says nothing back because she is asleep / dead / I don't know. And he also can't go and talk to Natalie because Gabriel Babes has also fallen out with her too. When is this man going to realise that he's the common denominator? That he is the problem in his life and not the other people? So he's like, fine, I'll go and get attention from everyone else in Paris, and he casts an illusion of his own face, made up of butterflies, onto the Eiffel Tower. Like I said, Gabriel Babes, an attention seeker.
Just seeing if you guys pay any attention to me.
So while I'm confident this butterfly face is an illusion, I think this Cosmobug and Astrocats are also illusions too. The official channel trailers tend to have the scenes in the order they happen in the episode, and if so, this marionette in class is more than likely real, meaning Cosmobug here has to be an illusion because she can't be in 2 places at once, as I'm pretty sure the Mega Akuma alert everyone gets on their rings is for the butterflies on the Eiffel Tower. It's also a little bit odd why Ladybug and Cat Noir are there in their space outfits just for Paris. They only use the space power-ups clue in the title when they need to go to space or when they fly for long distances. So like in the New York special, Shanghai special, Dearest Family and Ephemeral. However, while I think this shot is an illusion, I think this Cosmobug and Astrocat are real, since Cosmobug gets captured by the spaceship and it touches her, and only illusions can touch other illusions. So unless the ship is an illusion, which I really doubt, I think the Cosmobug and Astrocat in space are real, but the Paris ones are fake. As to why they are fake, I think Gabriel Babes could be using it as a distraction. It seems his proper plan here is to akumatize Max's mum, or kill her by sabotaging her spaceship, whichever one comes first. And if he tries to crash it, she'll get scared, which means he can't akumatize her, using her fear and anger, and Ladybug and Cat Noir are preoccupied with the butterflies in the Eiffel Tower to go and save Max's mum from dying, leaving Gabriel to akumatize her. However, Ladybug and Cat Noir will know this Cosmobug and Astrocat are illusions and will investigate, so they're only going to be distracted momentarily, which will probably be enough to stop them from saving Max's mum once her spacecraft starts to fall. Although why Tomoe gave this man-child access to a spaceship, I'll never know. Why is she even working with him in the first place?
Actually, I don't know.
And I think Gabriel Babes wants to get Ladybug and Cat Noir in space to sabotage them. He knows in space they can't detransform to recharge their Kwamis because they will die, obviously. So once they've used their powers, they've got 5 minutes to wrap this up or they die, Great stuff for a kids' TV show. And I know what some of you are going to say, the distance will be Gabriel Babes' downfall in this episode, but I don't think that's going to be the cause of his defeat this time. I guess there is a slim possibility we'll get a Monarch Daddy space power-up, which I will totally call Space Daddy, please make it happen, but I do doubt that's going to happen. I think he learned his lesson from Star Train, and I think Gabriel Babes will use the horse portal so he can directly talk to Max's mum. So I'm not sure distance is going gonna be the issue here. I hate to say it, but Gabriel Babes has been using his brain, and I think he will have the advantage in this episode, actually. And speaking of, he seems to be making more big brain moves, because not only did he give the spaceship bloody fingers so it could take Ladybug's earrings out, but he seems to be working with the Akuma victim more directly. Like, I know he usually just, like, communicates with them from his lair. He's kind of, like, together working with them in this episode, so that's really different for him. So while Claudie, it seems, will focus on grabbing Ladybug, I think Monarch Daddy is going after Cat Noir while using the turtle. So assuming this screenshot is after this one where Cat Noir is reaching for Ladybug and has activated his Cataclysm, I think Cat Noir will be in the shield with it unused, and he has two options. Cataclysm his dad, again, or the shield. And while he definitely should try and grab some rings, but probably won't, I think Cat Noir will go for the shield. I think, he's traumatised himself enough in Destruction, but obviously not quite enough, as he tried to kill his principal in Jubilation and also Kim in Derision. Like, God, Adrian is out for blood this season. He's bloody had it, hasn't he? He's just gone absolutely insane. So I think Cat Noir will try to escape using the Cataclysm, and since Gabriel is using the Turtle Miraculous, I think he will give the power of the snake to Max's mum, which is in line with what we've seen so far this season. Each Akuma villain so far has had the power named in the title, apart from like stuff like Reunion, Deflagration, stuff like that. So I think Claudie will use it, and Gabriel Babes will use the horse to tell her when to use Second Chance. And like with the other Snake Miraculous episodes, we will get some repeating of Cat Noir doing the Cataclysm and Ladybug getting captured until someone finally does something different, like Ladybug doing the Lucky Charm before she's captured. However, they are in space, and according to my head Discord moderator, because science was my worst subject in school, there is very little gravity in space. So on Earth, the Lucky Charm always falls straight into Ladybug's hands, but it shouldn't do that here. So I'm perhaps expecting maybe a fight for the Lucky Charm. Not gonna lie, I think this episode is going to be really difficult to win. As we saw in Miracle Queen, the Snake Miraculous isn't easy to win against, but in Miracle Queen they did have the benefit of getting the Snake Miraculous back and using it to themselves. And I doubt that's going to happen in this episode. So I'm really unsure of how it's going to end, but given this facial expression, I would assume it's not going to end amazingly. And also, like, if Monarch Daddy succeeds at this and gets Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculous, Adrian and Marinette will both die in space, and so will Claudie, because there will be no Miraculous Ladybug. So I'm like, lads, you're going to have to win this one. And how exactly, I'm not so sure. If I'm right and Claudie is the one using the Snake Miraculous, I think possibly she could choose to disobey Gabriel. That's nothing new. We've seen other Akuma victims disobey Gabriel before, like for example in Eve Illustrator. So maybe she'll do that, thinking she can win without having to do the second chance once, but then the timer goes up and she can't do it anymore, and they've lost their chance, and somehow Ladybug and Cat Noir end up winning. But I'm not 100% confident on that. Snake Miraculous episodes are very, very hard to predict, because literally anything can happen. So the airing dates are on the screen, and it does seem that the premiere is going to be going to TF1. Gloob announced the other day on Instagram that it actually seems like they'll be going on hiatus until June. However, this is Gloob, I'm not confident that they're going to keep their word on that. So I'm a bit unsure of what's going to happen, to be honest, because, I'm expecting, me personally, I've seen up until the end of Revelation. I've still got the final episodes to see, as I'm sure most of you have, unless you've been looking at the leaks. So I'm like, is it just Gloob going on hiatus, or are all the channels going on hiatus? Because I kind of was expecting TF1 to go straight through and air all the way up until the finale, but now with Gloob announcing that, I'm not really sure, besties. So I'll let you know when we have new airing dates, but right now, the last airing date we have is for Intuition. So I'd love to know what you think of my theories, besties. As always, please keep the comments leak free, and I'll see you in the next one.